Khaleef Bryant here, sitting down with newcomer DK Meadows.
What's going on?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
DK Meadows, of course, a product of the dojo.
Yep.
And only recently made his debut against DJ Hyde. And I want to talk a little bit to DK about his process, his journey, and how he got to this point and some of the things that he's interested in doing in the future here in the combat zone. So welcome, DK.
Oh man, thanks for having me, to be honest.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Yeah. This was totally not, you didn't just be like, yo, Khaleef, what's up with this interview or anything?
Not at all. Not at all.
Way. Come
100%.
On. No, so tell people who you are. Like, I mean, people see you out there, as DK Meadows, but who is DK Meadows?
I mean, which is honestly is like, what you see is what you get. Like, simple as that. I work hard. I'm extremely passionate. And honestly, I just want to be great. Like I'm not sure. Like what I like, it's like I put all of myself into everything that I do. So whatever you see from me, be that anything. Like whatever I decide to do, be like art, music, whatever. Like when you see that, that is a piece of me.
So, but what you decided to do is pro wrestling, and how did you get to that point? Like, how'd you get to the point where you were like, yo, I want to become a professional wrestler?
Honestly, wrestling is like something that was always around in my life. Like since I was little, I remember we had like the little, we used to order like pay-per-views off the little cable boxes or whatever. Like,
yeah.
And my grandma always ordered the pay-per-views or whatever.
Like $50 a piece.
Yeah, $50 a piece. Like, that was $9.89.
Right.
So like whatever, like whenever every WrestleMania, whatever, like it was just like a thing. It was like a family thing. We always got together. We always watched wrestling, and it was always something that I really loved. Like everything about. Like I had all the action figures, toys. Like my room used to be like covered in posters, all the belts and everything. It's just what I love. And it's like I didn't honestly, like I knew, like this is something that I would, I probably enjoy doing. But when I was in back when I was in college, the smartest thing I ever heard anyone else say to me, he said, you should make a career out of the thing you spend the most time doing. And I watched so much wrestling. I loved it, and I just like didn't have like the resources at hand to go try it out.
Right.
But when I heard that, that's what made me know that this is where I needed to be.
So I mean, your style is different from a lot of guys. I mean, you could say that you're more of a brawler, but then you do some really aerial, athletic, agile stuff. And then, the next second you're doing like a more of a martial arts deal. So how would you describe your style?
It's kind of weird. I don't know. I take a lot of inspiration from a lot of places, to be honest. Like Japanese wrestling, the Kenta Kobashis, the Kawadas, all classic wrestlers. Like I just always love like their, the way they hit hard. But then there's like when I look at guys like all the cruiserweights, like because I'm smaller, it's like like Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, Chris Jericho's, all the classics, Like it's just something about the way they move, and I feel like I can be like a great hybrid of each of the separate styles because my build is like I'm no small fry, but I'm also like not the biggest guy, so I feel like that leaves me a lot of room to experiment with the different things, and like if it flows and if it feels right, I'll work it into my moveset.
So who were some of your favorites growing up? Like who were some of the guys that you looked up to?
Honestly, like one of my favorite wrestlers has always been Ken Shamrock. Like it's
I love Shamrock.
Yeah, like since I was little, it's like when he came out, he got so fired up when he come out, punch himself in the head. It was so great. Ken Shamrock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, like who? Like come on, like pretty much all the OGs. Rock,
right,
Austin.
Right.
Pretty much all those guys, and like Samoa Joe. Like I mean, if you look at my style, you kind of see it.
Yeah.
Like you can see where I would draw the information, the inspiration. I also really love Daniel Bryan. Honestly, like I wasn't really too sure where my place in pro wrestling, like how I would fit in. But then when I saw a guy like as small as him, being able to do like such amazing things, like it was just like a total inspiration. It made me feel like I could definitely do it.
So tell me about. So you're training here at the dojo.
Yep.
When did you start?
October of last year.
October of last year. Tell me about, first off, the day you decided to come to train, how'd you find out about the dojo first off?
I was talking to my uncle. We were talking about it. Like he said, he saw this flyer for like it was a tryout. It wasn't even like a training tryout. It was a legit wrestling tryout.
Oh wow!
So it was like it was like who was on it? Or it was CZW was on the list. I believe H2O was on there. Standalone was on there. There's just like literally like a legit tryout. I'm like, all right, I have zero experience.
Right, these are full-fledged professional wrestlers.
Yeah.
And you're Daquan from West Philly.
Yeah, from West Philly. And I'm like, I never done anything. Like I wrestled in high school, so I'm like, all right, I'll just go in there and do a bunch of that shit and see where that gets me. But I was like, then I was talking to my girlfriend about it. She was like, no, you shouldn't just do that. So she was like, call the number. And when I called, the first person I picked up was Preacher. I'm not sure if you're familiar. Everybody knows Preacher.
Yeah, everybody knows Preacher.
First person that picked up the phone was Preacher. He told me, come on down. And I was like, all right. He was like, yeah, come next. But it's Tuesday I tried out. He was like, come next Tuesday. I came down. I had no idea how to get there or anything. Like, honestly, when I left, I had no idea how I was getting home. I just knew that this was what I wanted to do. I had a destination that I was trying to reach, and I was going to get there. I wasn't worried about the trip back home.
So you left your house like, yo, I don't know how I'm getting back to my house, but I'm going to do this damn wrestling.
Yeah, no doubt. Like, cause I'm hungry, bro. And it's like, you get tired of just sitting around.
Right.
Like, some things, sometimes you just need to figure out how to start. And just take it from there. And that day was coincidentally literally the same day I met, Jay.
Yeah.
I met Jay that same day, and we pretty much just like hit it off ever since. It's like, it's basically my brother at this point.
Jay Free.
Jay Free. We literally we rode like every day. Like we still ride like pretty much every day. That's my brother, hands down. It's not up for debate.
So you go for the actual tryout.
Yeah.
Preacher tells you to come down, and then what happens there? Is he like, yo, I see you're not actually a professional wrestler.
Oh, no, it wasn't that day, because I instead of just showing up to the tryout, I called first before I came, and I came to a regular training day.
Okay.
That's when I saw, when I got there, who did I see in the thing? I saw Will Shepherd, I think Young Numb and Broke was there too.
Okay.
Like, those guys are there too. Aaron Ash, everybody was there. Everybody was all training. And that day, I got tried out by Frankie Bacard.
So what was that like?
Honestly, bro, I had no choice but to keep going. Like, I'm like, I'm not stopping. Like, I came all the way here, like all the way in. We were at the Rastelli's Kids Complex.
Oh, you did your tryout?
Yeah, I did my tryout at Rastelli's. So if you've been there, you know the location. You know how it is. Mind you, it's October, so it's dark as hell outside. I'm walking there, pitch black. When I first got there, it was hilarious because I went up the complete opposite street.
Right.
So it's like I'm at some like non-7-Eleven, but it really looked just like 7-Eleven. It was something where it was like quickie mart.
510.
Yeah, 510. It was probably 510. No, in all actuality. So I'm like there. I'm like, wait. I'm pretty sure this is where the Rastelli's is supposed to be. And I'm just looking confused, and I see this guy that I saw up a while ago because I was trying to figure out which way to go. And I saw him at the 511.
Right.
And I saw him at the 511. I was like, yo, where's Rastelli's? Cause like he's like, bro, that's all the way the other way. It's like a mile. He's like, it's like a mile that way. I'm like, you serious? He was like, yeah, but I'll give you a ride. Don't worry about it.
I was gonna say, because you didn't drive out here, man. You just
I caught the bus like my first day. So. And honestly, that guy, I honestly don't know who he is. Whoever you are, if you're out there and you see this, like, thank you for like so much for that, because if you weren't there, I honestly don't know if I would have ever.
And for not being like a killer or anything like that.
Thank you for not killing me. Thank you for not killing me. So honestly, if it wasn't for that guy, I don't know. Like, I probably would have just ended up, like, sitting somewhere on the side of the road to the morning, like crying it out. I don't know. So I get the Rastelli's. Everybody's already going in the ring. They were looking for me. They was like, yo, I thought you would never come. I'm like, I was lost. Like, I was like all the way up the other way. He was like, all right, Frankie, this is Aquan, give him a tryout. Honestly, it was my body. I feel like for that tryout it was so hard, bro. Like, it was so, excruciating. Like, no matter what, I just did not keep going. Like, my body gave up. My body definitely gave up. But It's like, yeah, my body gave up hands down. But it's like, if my mind's still in it and my heart's still in it, I'm going to keep going no matter what. Like, that's just the type of guy I am. Like, I'm gonna go as hard as I can, whether my body wants me to. As long as my mental's in it, I can do anything. Like, I can do whatever I want. So, I tried out. It's like the bear crawls. That vivid memory, bear crawls. Like, my legs are hurting. I did like, I'm pretty sure I did like 300 squats at this point.
Oh God.
He's like, all right, bear crawls. And it's like, I'm like, really? I'm like, okay. So I was like, I'm crawling. It's like my legs were giving up, so my knees are like scuffing the floor. My knees are so bad, but that's just like one thing that keeps coming back to me. And Jericho's, like, where we hold two steel chairs out
Right.
for as long as you can.
Oh shucks.
Yeah. So it's stuff made of nightmares.
Nice.
But I willed myself through it. And that's the day when I met DJ High. He was like, yeah. I was like, I thought honestly, like, I didn't know who was in charge. I thought Preacher was in charge. And then Preacher told me, he was like, yeah, you might want to go talk to the boss over there. And then I looked at him and I'm like, yo, this guy looks familiar. I'm like, I know I've seen this somewhere before. And then it's like, it wasn't until like months later that I realized that that's like DJ Hyde was DJ Hyde. Cause it's like I seen so many like wild YouTube videos of him like taking like cinder blocks to the head. But it took me months later until I hear him telling me about the story for me to realize what it was. So I came there, I killed the tryout pretty much to the best of my ability. I didn't quit on anything. I talked to DJ. Then I'm just like, all right, now how the hell am I getting home? And then I asked DJ, he was like, yo, where's the bus? He was like, bro, I don't think no buses are running. I'm like, oh, well, fuck me, right? So
Uber.
And then Uber. Uber to Rastelli's was like $50 that day. Because I remember, I checked. It was like $50 that day. So he was like, oh, yeah, but this other guy's going to Philly. And it was Jay.
Okay.
I'm like, bro. And I just talked to him. He was like, bro, like, I saw you bust your ass during the tryout, bro. Like, he completely respected how hard I was going. Because it's literally all I got.
Right.
He respected that. He bought me Gatorade, whatever. He was like, bro, you need to ride home. You need to ride back to Philly. I got you. And I was like, facts. And it's pretty much been history ever since. It's just been me and Jay ever since.
You guys have been tight like this.
Yeah, like since day one, we instantly hit it off.
That's dope.
Are you ready?